Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Eva Spirit Tarot. This is going to be your September reading, your shadow work 2020. I was recently guided by Spirit to start doing this particular series, your shadow work for all of the signs, as a way, they said, as a way to help all of us in our ascension process and to just generally help us become better versions of ourselves. Because when we become consciously aware of what we're vibrating, we are then in a position to be proactive and change it. So I hope that this is going to assist you in some way, shape, or form. I am a channel, and as such, I channel lots of beings, collectives, groups, energies through the different decks here, as well as through the different stones and crystals I have. So it's a full house. If you see cards flying around, things like that, just know it's the result of a lot of energy in this space. It's totally normal. If I pause during the readings, it's just a matter of me tuning in to the energy and the messages that I'm hearing or seeing, whatever, and I thank you for your patience. Down below will be any other additional information, decks I use, how to contact me, all of that sort of stuff, yes, down below. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get started. So, Gemini, shadow work for Gemini, September 2020. Okay, this deck wants to come first. Let's see. Oh, they're saying don't shuffle. Okay. That's quite a lot. Okay, we'll take it. All right, first card out we have is Orange Golden Dragon. And it says, expands your light for ascension. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting from that is holding back. There's a sense of you holding back from really radiating your inner power, inner wisdom, inner truth, and your light, essentially. Sort of dimming yourself to, they're saying fit in with the crowd, or to follow the expectations of others, or within your peer group, for example, rather than being yourself and following your own path and all the things that make you you. And at the bottom of the card it says, be a peaceful warrior, help those in need, remember your magnificence. Okay, so what stands out to me there is be a peaceful warrior. So what I'm hearing from that is don't be afraid to go against the grain. Don't be afraid to, okay, interesting. So they're saying don't be afraid to follow unique passions or unique interests. So for some of you, there's something recently, or they're saying this year, they're actually saying as a result from COVID this year and how that's impacted all of us, that as a result of that, some things have come to light for you in terms of your particular interests, in terms of what you want to do, and that's come into your conscious awareness this year. And they're saying that they're wanting to ask you, why haven't you pursued that, and what has been holding you back from taking the steps now to manifest that, to embrace that energy. Yeah. Okay, next card we've got is Rose Pink Dragon. And it says, prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. So what I'm getting from that is this sense of encompassing more love, allowing more love into your life by following your own unique path. That by following your own unique path, passions and interests, it will allow your heart to expand to not only receive more love, but also be able to give more love. Because I'm sensing that for some of you, there's a split, because you don't want to lose people in your life, or you don't want to lose the groups that you're a part of, or the people that you have built positive relationships with. And there's a worry or a concern that by by following your own path that you may lose them in some way, or the distance will be there, or something like that. But they're also saying that for some of you, the reason why you're hesitant to sort of go in your own direction is because it might require you to end a contract or break a contract in some way. So there may be some agreements or commitments that you've made with these other things in your life, or other relationships, peer groups, and so on. And you don't want to break those, and you feel that if you follow your own path, you're going to break those. So that's the split that's going on. But it's sort of that they're saying you have to accept if your heart's no longer in it. If your heart says no to something, there's nothing you can really do to change that, to make it a yes. You can't make your heart give a yes when it's really a no. It's really when people do that, it's just not being willing to be honest, because you're afraid of what that answer that you don't like, what that means, or how that's going to impact things in your life. But going in the direction of these unique or new interests of yours is really going to fulfill you on a very deep emotional level, and really expand you as well, as what I'm seeing. It really opens you up, because you're more directly expressing that which you are. Okay, Air Dragon is next. And it says, helps you rise above earthly matters. Okay, so I immediately heard the mundane. I'm also hearing drama. I'm hearing I'm hearing the word complaints, issues, a situation where people create issues that don't need to be there. So it's also what I'm getting is another concern that it's going to you going in your own direction now, and having to break certain contracts or agreements with somebody or some people is going to cause hassle. You think it's going to cause hassle, and it's like, I just don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want the drama, I don't want the hassle, and so I'd rather just kind of leave things as they are. But at the bottom here it says, which is very good advice, communicate honestly. Brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. So what stands out to me here is brings inspiration and hope. So inspiration in terms of they're showing me the Ace of Swords. So seeing things from a new perspective, that there is a way to navigate yourself from where you are to where you want to go, with in a way that's going to be suitable for you, right? So some people, they don't mind sort of just like completely switching and letting things burn, and no one's gonna I'm not here to judge anybody, because sometimes life requires us to do that, right? Especially if you care too much what people think. But if in your case, you have good relationships with these people or this person, you can do it in a way that is compassionate, that is respectful. It's just about allowing yourself to be in the receptive mode, to get the inspiration of, okay, what's going to be the best way to do this? But they're saying communicate honestly. Be honest with yourself first and foremost. What is your truth? Where is your heart? Where is your heart really? What does your heart really say yes to? And then you'll know what your heart is saying no to. Or when you know what your heart says no to, then you know a bit more about what your heart says yes to. Next card we've got is Air and Water Dragon. And it says, helps you to connect with higher frequencies. So what I'm getting from that is, again, a sense of expansion. It says, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, express your inner song. That's really nice. Express your inner song. So let me just tune in. What's the message here? So what I'm hearing is opening your heart chakra to receive downloads, interestingly enough. They're also saying healing of the heart. Healing of the heart. That they're giving some advice to do some sort of chakra work or guided meditation that helps you to tune into your heart more, and to hear the voice of your heart rather than your head, because there's a need in this situation for you to listen to your heart more. Your mind is, you're very used to being in your head about things and sort of being from that place, but they're wanting you to go down into your heart and feel what's in your heart, and then you can ultimately combine the two to go through life, right? So, but they're saying that this next stage now is to go into your heart space, and it's going to take courage from you to trust that which your heart is communicating to you, what the truth of your heart. I think what I'm also sensing is that what they're saying is that this hesitancy to go in this new direction is not just about the other people and how it's going to affect the other people. You also have a fear about it, and you need to be honest with yourself about that, or at least ask yourself that, am I afraid to take that leap of faith? They're showing me the Fool now. Am I afraid to take a chance? It's the unknown, and at least what I know is known, even if it doesn't speak to me anymore in the way that it used to, but it's known. But I'm afraid to go into the unknown as well. So they're saying release fear, relinquish fear, be brave, be courageous, be strong, and know that Spirit is with you during that time too. Well, always. Next card we've got is Fire and Water Dragon, and it says enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. So, okay, what I'm hearing is life wants to take you on a journey. This thing is really calling you, this new direction, and it's going to take you on a journey. And you sort of have to... so they're saying a perspective shift is required. Rather than seeing something kind of unfamiliar and unknown as scary and something to fear, seeing it as something exciting, because sometimes what we have in our lives, if it's not working for us anymore, we sort of stick with it because it's the status quo, or it's something that we're familiar with and it's safe to us, and it's what we know, and so that's the reason why we stick with it more so than anything else. But there's this feeling of dissatisfaction, something missing. So the shadow work that I'm getting from this is really about you looking at the fears within yourself that are holding you back from changing direction. And I feel a heaviness in terms of this fear, that there's so much you going around your head. What about this? 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 These commitments I've made. Well, what does it matter if your heart's not in it anymore? It doesn't. Things have changed, and what is Spirit saying? One moment, please. The ways in which you navigate, turn and navigate in a new direction, these are things you can do, and these are things you can learn how to do if you're not sure how to do. It's okay, so they're saying where there's a will, there's a way. If you make the decision to follow your heart and go in that direction, Spirit will guide you and support you in terms of being able to switch directions, and you have to trust that. I'm really feeling that the shadow work is sort of like, it's about you being honest with yourself about things that are working and things that are not working. Because as air signs, it's so easy to convince ourselves of things. I know that I'm an air sign. So so sometimes there's a lot of indecision because we're so good, we're such good communicators, and so even to ourselves. So, and sometimes we need to get out of our heads and into our hearts and make the important decisions. What we say yes to in life and what we say no to in life, we need to make that with our heart. Our heart needs to be involved in the process a lot, and yeah, we need to be honest about that. Okay, next deck that's calling. Angel deck, thank you. So this deck wants to come out next. Let's see what they have to say. Gemini, please. Gemini, September 2020. Saying one's enough. Okay, you got goat. And it says, oh wow, act from your innate wisdom. So what I'm picking from this is your authenticity, your truth, something innate, something natural, right? Something intrinsic, something that you were born with. So sort of like piercing through the thoughts and all of the what if this, what about that, this, that, and the other, and going straight into your heart, going straight into your inner truth. I want to, now they're saying cards from here to clarify this. Gemini, please. Gemini, please. Okay, that's in the shuffle. Wow, okay. I had a feeling we would get an ace card. You got the Ace of Wands. Following what you love, right? Following your passion. It's there. This year, events of this year have caused you to become you already know, consciously aware of where your passions now lie. And it's there in front of you. It was given to you so that you can ride it, so that you can ride that, take that journey. The Lovers. This is about decision, making a decision. I'm also seeing being at a crossroads as well. And I'm hearing that song, should I stay or should I go? Yeah. But you already know where your heart is. You already know what lights you up. What makes you smile? What are the things that you talk about that light you up? Projects, places, people, versus the things that no longer do. Okay, so they're saying that these are on the other side. They're saying to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. You got the Three of Pentacles. And you got the Tower card. Okay, so there are going to be changes that need to be made in order to navigate through for your life to go more in the direction now you want it to. Let me just tune in and see what the additional message is here. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is okay, so they're saying having worked on something or towards something that now needs to go. They're saying that it has served its purpose, and that's kind of hard to hear. It may be hard for you guys to hear. Whatever you have been invested in or focused on, it has served its purpose now, because this year has caused you to become aware of where your passions now lie, and Spirit is wanting you to do the work this month to access that, to really access and align with that truth, because what was before, what you had been working on, or what you had been engaged with, has now served its purpose, and it's time for things to change. It's time for things to change. So Gemini, that's what I got for you. I really wish you the best of luck with that. Let me know down below if you'd like how that fits for your story. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.